bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Welcome to Comcast Newsmakers, everyone. I'm Alexis Cairo, and our guest today is Philip Brown, who is the Executive Director of Needs Beyond Medicine. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Needs Beyond Medicine, the purpose of the organization, Philip, is to educate the community and make them more aware of cancer. Is that right? That sounds pretty simple, but tell me more about that.
That's correct. We do educational seminars throughout the state, mostly on breast and cervical cancer, because Utah ranks second to the lowest in the nation on screening.
Okay.
So
meaning people here do not get screened as much?
Yeah, they don't get screened as much as other states in the country. So we raise awareness on just self-examinations and how often you should do that on breast and cervical, and kind of raise awareness on college campuses specifically with cervical cancer, and then in general settings more on breast cancer, just to be aware of your changes of your body.
And you have a relief program as well, right, as part of your organization?
Correct.
Talk a little bit about that.
The relief program's a program that a cancer patient can apply for a grant through us when they're going through treatment that can help cover costs other than medical costs. So transportation, a lot of people have to drive 100 miles or more to get their treatments done, so that helps cover the costs of that.
Okay. Now, we know you have an event coming up in November. We're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute, but I want to go back to what you said earlier about Utah having a lower rate of screening. Is there any information that tells you why that is, or is it just simply awareness? What is it?
I think a lot of it, when I do these seminars, a lot of people just think they're too young, or they don't think it's going to happen to them for some odd reason, which in reality it can happen to anyone and everyone at some point in their life. So I think a lot of it's just that is they don't know either the guidelines of screening or what doctors to go to or who to go meet with specifically, because a lot of these girls that I deal with, especially on the college campuses, they're going to school, so they have a lot of other stuff on their plate, and they're busy, and they don't know who, they have a personal doctor, but they don't have an actual specialist in most cases to go meet with. And
so if someone wants to find out how they can get screening, or they can go on your website, I'm sure you have things about that. Yeah.
We have links to local areas that can help with them, and also if they either email us or call us, we can also point them in the right direction of where they can go find a doctor.
Obviously, the services that you provide, it Needs Beyond Medicine, you need funding. And you have a fundraiser coming up on November 4th, and it's your third annual canSURVIVE gallery stroll, right? Tell me about that.
canSURVIVE, it was an idea of Chad Hurst, he's a local photographer, and he's an actual cancer survivor himself. And it's a photo gallery stroll of Utah-based cancer survivors, along with their story of how they survived and kind of what helped them get through their treatment, as well as their cancer itself.
Do you have one in particular that you can recall that was particularly memorable over the years?
I think, all of them were memorable in certain situations. I think the biggest person that, to me, I remember as a person, his name was Mike Carnley, and he passed away last year, actually, and he had it start. He was with us he was participating in the first two events from two different cancers that he got diagnosed with. But he was an actual, he was the epitome of a survivor, and was happy to live life and spread the word about getting screened and being prevalent on cancer.
So your survivors obviously are some of your biggest ambassadors, I guess, to get out there and start talking about that.
They are, and especially because they can speak firsthand of their specific cancer that they went through, and how they found it, or their story.
So we just have a few seconds left, but give me a few more details about the fundraiser. It's the dates and
Friday, November 4th. It's at the City Center Marriott, or City Creek Marriott Center, from 5 to 10 p.m.
Great cause. Sounds like a great fundraiser. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Our guest today has been Philip Brown, who's Executive Director of Needs Beyond Medicine. I'm Alexis Cairo, and this is Comcast Newsmakers.